What is the carnivore diet, and does it matter what Elon Musk thinks about it?
Performance when sleep deprived. Mental performance when sleep deprived increases pretty measurably when you supplement with creatine.
Is creatine naturally occurring in like steak or?
Yeah, it's like naturally occurring in meat, I think. I think that's where it's coming from. I think it's primarily an animal-based thing. Yeah, but
like I did switch to like steak and eggs for breakfast, and I found that's like a power-up.
oh yeah.
Power up.
Yeah, well, we're all overrun with carbohydrates.
Yeah, totally.
And like carbohydrates make this big crash, the rise and the rise and the crash.
Yeah.
You stay flat if you eat like a primarily high protein, high fat diet.
Yeah.
Your body runs off ketosis, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, so I just have like steak and eggs, no bread or anything.
Yeah.
That's the way.
And,
It's
great.
It's great, actually. It's a power-up, I'd say.
Well, so interesting to see the responses of Steak&ButterGal and her friend to these, experts on nutrition? No? Well, so fascinating how testimonials work, isn't it? How you might have someone who knows nothing about nutrition, but they're entrepreneurs and they can get a company to make a rocket to rival what a government used to be able to do, and suddenly they're put into positions of being experts on everything. Well, you would hope that they get great expert advice about everything. I mean, certainly money is not the issue, but we've seen through the years people who have all the money in the world do some crazy things in terms of nutrition. But so here we're watching a massive internet influencer, Joe Rogan, explain a carnivore diet, use the term ketosis, which is actually pretty sophisticated, and yet they're not quite sure if creatine is in meat. Well, of course it is. And, I guess they're saying you don't have to get it from a powder or a supplement at the gyms. And then fascinating to hear a power-up breakfast being steak and eggs, which means not only are you getting the nutrition you need, but you're not bringing the power down by breaking ketosis with the carbs. Of course, to the user of a steak and egg kind of breakfast without the bread and the grits or bagel, they're not going to know that it's really the absence of the carbs that gives them the energy. It seems like it's the egg and the bacon or whatever you're doing that doesn't have carbs in it, when really it's the absence of those carbs that make you feel good. Even not eating anything in the morning would be just fine by me, because it doesn't turn off the ketosis or turn off the fat burning from the night before. But okay, so now we have testimonials from people, and there's no question testimonials are influential. Should they be? No, not really. But if you walk the talk and you are influencing lots of people, I'm glad they're talking about this.
People dismiss this whole carnivore diet thing because in our heads, there's a lot of this that put this thing out there that animal agriculture is the #1 contributor to global warming.
Yeah, it's rubbish. It's not true. Bullshit.
It's hot bullshit.
Matter.
Not only is it hot bullshit, but the real problem is factory farming.
Exactly.
Regenerative farming is carbon neutral if it doesn't sequester carbon.
The animals are not going to make any difference to global warming. Like none.
No, it's
zero.
horseshit.
Zero, nothing.
Do you think that that's just propaganda because of people that have a vested interest in like plant-based meat products and things along those lines, green energy?
I think it's part of it. You're generally going to get people pushing to avoid meat. Like some people just, maybe they've got a financial interest. Maybe they're just like vegetarians or vegans or whatever.
Ideological
reasons. But it's not going to make any difference to global warming or, the CO2 concentration in the atmosphere, really, if people eat fewer steaks. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Right.
Irrelevant. I want to just be super clear about that.
Yeah.
It will not matter. You will not even be able to measure it. Okay? That's how irrelevant it is.